What does that sound, you ask?
From the number one station, you come.
Welcome to the Rec Show podcast, a show dedicated to beatmakers around the world. Kick back, relax with the host, Gldnmnd.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the
Something special, you know, something epic.
Check. Peace, check, 1, 2, peace and love, everybody. Gldnmnd here for the Rec Show podcast. Yo, man, I want to say thank y'all to every single person that's tapped into the show, sharing it on the socials, tapped in every week in and week out, man. I know who the faithfuls are, and I also see a lot more people joining on IG, Twitter, going to the website and everything, like the link tree, checking out all of the content and stuff like that. So I definitely want to say thank you. Last week, man, I always got to look at my board, man. We had, one of my Air Force brethren, the one and only Elambrio, man.
Elambrio, shout out.
Elambrio. Yeah, man, he shouted you out, your boy Pac. So, I need y'all to check out episode number 97, dog. That 97.
Oh, wow.
So I gotta get to 100 right. So today is no different, man. I got the Avengers, collective right here, man. These guys put on a monthly event every month where they allow open aux, for beat makers, music producers to come play their music in front of, people, get some feedback and stuff like that, network. It happens every month, but then also there's a residency for like what T-Dot say? He says, is it the loved ones?
The loved ones.
Yeah, the loved ones. That's like the normal crew in there, man. So when I say the Avengers, man, I'm talking about, Ontario residency, cassette label, BurntheTopiary, your boy Pax, Gldnmnd, Jetlag Trav, BlkGod9, Thank You, aka Low Tech Beats, Splashiest, Enlightenment P, and then, you know what I mean, the incomparable TeedotEinsof, man. I want to welcome Love Supreme. Wait, let me correct that. A Love Supreme, California, man. Welcome all y'all to the show, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
man.
Happy to be here.
Yo,
Man.
yo, I wish I had my, you know what I mean, my, you know what I mean? Yo, man, it's a big deal, man. So look, yo, I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna just go by who I see first, man. I just want to get a little bit of information as far as who you are, what your role is inside of Love Supreme, and then how people can get in contact with you and follow you. I'm gonna start with Jetlag Trav, man. What's up?
Yeah, I'm Jetlag Trav. You know what I mean? Travis Fonville, aka. I play bass, play guitar, make beats. Part of Love Supreme, one of the residents that we have. Our role is pretty much similar to all of us. We all pretty much do what we can to recruit more folks to, you know, pull up and play. You know, shout out to all the loved ones that we're able to get and you know, share their talent that they have. I don't necessarily do anything specifically that anyone else doesn't also tap in with. Other than just, you know, shout out you know, our group, give love to what I can with everything we're doing. I can't really necessarily say anything specific.
So how can people get in contact with you? How can people follow you? What's your like socials?
Yeah, you can hit me at Jetlag Trav. I think just about every one of my social ads. It's Jetlag Trav or Travis Fonville and other things. But that's gonna be me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Bandcamp, the whole 9 yards.
All right, yeah, man. This is the guy. If you hip to his Bandcamp, man, he's the baby face. You know what I mean? Killer on the beats. You know what I mean? His projects, what they call Baby Steps. Is it Baby Steps?
That's the main series.
Baby Steps. Yeah. So that's the killer right there, man. Thank you, Jetlag, man. So let's move to who is this? Let me make sure. Zelente. Yeah.
Yes, sir. What's happening? It's your boy Zelente. You know what I'm saying? One of the residents here at the Love Supreme. You know, I also host the event most of the time with your boy Pax. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on all socials at Zelente, ZALENTE _. Instagram, Twitter, it's all the same. And I got a Bandcamp, it's zelente.bandcamp.com. And just blessed to be here, man, with the squad. You know, much love.
What's up, guys? My name's Splashes. I make beats. I do the cover arts, graphics. You guys have probably been familiar with my work. If you've been following Love Supreme for a minute, I do the flyers for the events. I've been making cover arts pretty much on my phone exclusively for the past, I'm gonna say 2 years now. Now I recently got an iPad, so I'm trying to, you know, mess around with that a little bit more. But I took a hiatus from making music, but I'm kind of back with it now. I just got to figure out what projects I'm gonna drop. I have so many beats on my hard drive, but I'm just like so like conservative with it. Like I don't want to just start putting everything out there. Like I'm really a perfectionist when it comes to like, I guess, releasing stuff.
I got you. Okay, so how can...
He's got great stuff out there, though.
Hey.
Flash has been around for a minute.
Yo, your flyers is definitely... I'm like, yo, who's doing these flyers? I'm thinking... I don't even know who's doing the flyers. I'm like, yo, these flyers are sick, man. So, okay, how can people get in contact with you on your socials and stuff like that?
Gotcha. I actually don't know my social medias off the top of my head. __ splashes _ on Insta, and then there's a link tree on there that has like, you know, Bandcamp, Twitter, all that stuff in that. So want to check that out, be my guest.
Got you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming, man.
Appreciate you too.
BurntheTopiary.
Hey, what's up? My name's Frank. I go by BurntheTopiary. Or Topiary.
I'm saying Topiary.
Topiary. No, you know what, man? Yeah. I leave it as a mystery, right? Like I've heard it be said like 3-4 different ways, and I'm with it. You know what I mean? So however you read it, I'm good with that. Yeah.
No, we're gonna get it right, man.
Yeah.
BurntheTopiary, yo.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
It's all good. I play music. I'm a fan, a fellow resident of the Love Supreme, and I started making beats. I think at the cuff of the COVID pandemic, and I'm a student to the craft, and I'm happy to be here, man. Like we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today.
Absolutely, my pleasure, man. How can people get into BurntheTopiary, like socials, band camps, all that type of stuff? You know?
Yeah, for sure. I'm on Instagram under BurntheTopiary, and I also have a Bandcamp with some releases that I put up some time ago, and that's pretty much basically it for the most part.
Got you. Okay, so there is one person here that was a guest previously on the show, man. That episode still gets a lot of freaking play too, man. So I want to talk to BlkGod9, yo. Where's BlkGod9? You have you pull up, yeah. Yeah. So I could barely hear you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
There you go. It's a little bit better. Okay, so what's BlkGod9, is a killer, man. If you just now tapping into the Ratio podcast, man, go back into the archives, tap into this brother's episode, man. Support the music on Bandcamp, man. This dude is like I don't know what Avenger you are, man, but you one of the Avengers. I have no clue which one you are, but for people that don't know, man, who are you? What's your role in Love Supreme? But then also, how can people, follow you on socials and your websites and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm BlkGod9. I kind of like Love Supreme is it's kind of like a love child. It kind of like started with just having ideas and wanting to actually perform. So I feel like my role in it is it's it. Like it's what I came here for. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't ask for nothing else better than this. Like I got nothing but a whole bunch of killers around me. That's why I'm so crazy. Like I have to I don't want to say outdo, but like he's my brother. So like if they crazy, I gotta be wild. I have to be nuts.
Right.
Hell yeah.
That's my role. My role is pushing. Like I kind of figure if I go hard, that they gonna do the same. So that's my role.
That's 100% true. He pushes everybody else to do a crazier set next month and next month after that.
Yep.
Push it. Yeah.
Got you.
Oh yeah, you can find me on socials on Twitter. My name is ODB Gldnmnd. This thing is all in. We all in together too. That's my app, and on Instagram is just BlkGod9.
I got you. Yo, I appreciate you, man. Listen, so we're gonna go to your boy Pax, man. Your boy Pax, who has also been a guest on the Rec Show podcast, man. People love this episode as well, man. A lot of good feedback, a lot of jewels, a lot of information people did not know about your boy Pax. But your boy Pax, welcome to the show, man.
What up?
Yeah, man. What's your role in, a Love Supreme, CA? How can people get in contact with you and things like that, man?
What's that? I'm your boy Pax. I'm another resident, so I'll play sets too. My role mostly is in the sort of event production and AV stuff, because that's also, I've been a live sound engineer professionally for a few years and done streaming professionally for, venues and stuff like that. So the Twitch stream is me in collaboration with Christian, with doing he does a lot of the lighting and photography. And so I'll sometimes use his camera and stuff like that, but I'll do the stream and do the sound for both the event itself and for the live stream, and end up kind of coordinating the open aux and stuff like that, trying to get people plugged in. Like I'm the guy running around grabbing cables and shit like that at the night of the event.
I got you.
But because of that, like we're working on basically like donated audio stuff. Like all this shit has been like just everybody giving and people giving to us because they love the event, or like us all throwing in a pot. Everything that we put into this has been everybody throwing some money into the pot or throwing some time into the pot. And so with the audio and stuff like that, that's us working with what we kind of have and shit like that. And all the merch is going to support us defining that more and stuff like that. I also made the t-shirts, which we all got on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Listen, I had to grab one, man. It's so sick, dog. So
I appreciate it.
How can people get in contact with you, your boy Pax?
Your boy Pat. I'm mostly on Instagram, just at YABOYPAX, your boy Pax. And then you can find me on Spotify, my website, yourboypax.com. I got sample packs, I got plugins I've made, I got all types of shit. There's a bunch of ways that you can get at your boy Pax for whatever.
Hit him up for that mastering too. He mastered my last project. Did an excellent fucking job, man. This is one of the best dudes to go to. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
So I go by the name Gldnmnd Pictures. That's my visual company name. Real name's Christian. I do all the photography and like visuals and stuff, lighting, all that stuff. I work with Pax. He does the audio stuff, and I do mostly the visual stuff, and I'll do the pictures on Instagram and all that stuff, you know.
I got you. Yeah, man. Yo, amazing job. Yo, I'm gonna talk more. I got more questions about the visuals that y'all do for the shows. But how can people get in contact with you if they trying to get some work done or anything like that?
Oh, so y'all can hit me up on Instagram. It's Gldnmnd Pics. Y'all can hit me up on there. I got a website coming soon that's also going to be Gldnmnd Pictures, and that's where y'all can hit me up. As of right now, is on there, or just email me. All this information's on there.
Got you. I got you. Hey, man, Gldnmnd P, thank you for joining the show. Yo, man, this next guest, man, I don't know, like, I don't know where he on, man. He got this guy's output is crazy, man. But he's definitely like, he just want to produce and then stay out of the way, man. I'm talking about somebody that I'm a Bandcamp subscriber to. You know what I mean? Like every like week, it's like 5 projects, like that come out. I don't even know how you got the time. Help me. You know what I'm saying? Help me. But yo, I gotta give it up for the guy that's like, his output is amazing, man. Thank you. Welcome to the show, man. What's going on? Thank you.
To be included, man. Like, I'm thankful. I'm just thankful to be here, man. I couldn't ask for more.
I got you. So what's your role in I Love Supreme California, but then also how can people tap into, everything? Thank you on your socials and stuff like that.
I can answer the social aspect of that question. Just at thank you, THXK_U. As far as Love Supreme, man, honestly, I don't know like how I contribute. Hopefully, I don't know what to say or how to answer that right now.
He's a golden ticket resident. It's like anytime he's back in town, he has a resident spot. Because I think you were like a first on the first show, right?
I was there for opening night. Yeah.
And then we tried to coordinate it more.
Much, yeah.
And he's a positive energy.
Super grateful, man.
That's our brother. He's been the foundation for a lot of things, and it only felt right to have him a part of something, regardless of him being 4 hours away. I love that dude, so he had to be a part of this.
I got you. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming into the show. And then
thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. And then last but not least, man, one of the most positive brothers I know, man, always chopping it up with me. You know what I mean? We correspond back and forth. Beats is crazy. He's collaborating with some dope MCs as well. I gotta give it up for, my guy, T-Dot. You know what I mean? TeedotEinsof, man. If y'all don't know, he was a guest on the Reg Show podcast when I first started this. He gave me a shot in the dark. He didn't even know me from Adam, and he said yes. So I want to say, I always, thank you for that, man. Thank you for, putting a little Red Bull battery in my back, just to keep going. And then, T-Dot, what is Love Supreme? How can people, what's your role? How can people tap into everything T.Einsof, man?
Yo, peace. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. My name is T.Einsof. My original name is Terrence. You can find me at T.Einsof and everything, IG, Twitter, whatever you use for the social media. You probably have it. I may not have it, but T.Einsof is TeedotEinsof. And I'm just a part of a Love Supreme. I'm an equal to everybody. So honestly, if you want the main answer, talk to Frank. He's the one that sits there and allows us to throw these parties in the warehouse that him and his wife provide. So the head of everything is actually Miss Zalata and Frank. So that's the head of everything. I'm an equal to everybody. I appreciate everybody for even trusting in the process and allowing one to bring everything together and create such a foundation. But A Love Supreme is an idea that transpired from having conversations with the homies and everyone wanting to create more opportunities to play shows. And I don't like middleman shit. I usually like initiating and starting things, so I'm more so solving problems, like how can we do this ourselves. I was fortunate enough to have all 8 of these gentlemen be able to trust me in allowing us to come together to do this. Some of us was very close to start this. Some of us really didn't necessarily know each other fully, but it's all been a beautiful relationship building in a sense of brotherhood. So I'm just grateful to be present in all 8 of these men's life.
Got you, man. Yo, so did you already say your socials already? Like, how can people follow you?
Yeah, my bad. I probably rambled through that much. IG, Twitter, Bandcamp is T.Einsof. That's TeedotEinsof. Einsof, not Heinz, not Ein, like Einsof. Just have to correct, because I know it's a tongue twister for those that are not necessarily used to that pronunciation. But T.Einsof, yo, I appreciate you.
I got you, man. Yo, so the team, y'all like the Marvel universes, like I don't even know what y'all got your own team, man. Like y'all got, the Beatmakers, music producers, y'all got the visuals, the camera work, y'all got the audio, y'all got the cassette thing happening, y'all got like
also he's too humble to admit, but he's really the brains behind the social media too. I mean, he's out there following people back, putting stuff on the stories, like really doing the Love Supreme Instagram. Like if you talk to Love Supreme on IG, you're usually talking to T-Dot for the most part. And so he's out there keeping up with people and just like reposting people's stuff, and showing love and spreading love in the the lens of attention towards other people. So he's too humble to take credit for stuff, but that's also what he contributes in the behind the scenes and booking, hitting people up and stuff like that. So
yeah, he's the curator of most of the lineups.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of work in itself. You know what I mean? Like to be able to connect with so many beat makers and musicians,
following up with people. Yeah. Exactly.
It's a lot of stuff.
Agent and the lawyer put together.
T-Dot,
you know what I'm saying? It's beautiful.
Yeah, we give him a lot of respect for what he's willing to do with all this, because it's not easy. Everybody has their lives and stuff going on, and for him to be open enough to be consistent. And people know that about us at this point, I would assume, because of T-Dot. Like T-Dot makes some beautiful connections with a lot of great people out here in this area.
I got you, man. Listen, so BurntheTopiary. And I got that right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, okay, let me ask this question, man, because like people say there ain't a lot of, you know what I mean, connections being made. There ain't a lot of places where people can play their music and stuff like that. We all know that's bullshit, right? Because, you know what I mean, there's so many collectives in California alone, besides like Florida and all the, you know, New York, all these different events and stuff like that. But you and your wife said, hey, you know what? We have this space. Let's allow these, you know what I mean, these creatives to come in, have a space, a safe space where there's no BS happening, you know what I mean? They ain't got to worry about, you know, anybody doing some crazy stuff. You and your wife opened up your home or whatever it is. Like what made y'all do that? You know?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what made us do that. I think like I've always played music, and my wife has always been super supportive of that. And with the beat stuff, like when I got really into it, I was so blessed to get to know all these guys that I'm in a collective, and most importantly, like a friendship with, you know, and getting to know them and what they do and seeing the passion that they have for it, like that kind of stuff speaks volumes to us, you know? So honestly, like the pleasure is ours. Like we've talked about it for some time to be able to do some shows out there. And when this came into fruition, it was perfect because, you know, I come from the metal scene, and it's rowdy and it's crazy, and it gets, you know, people get, you know, they let loose to keep it simple. And I didn't really want to bring that to the warehouse just for the purpose of putting what we, you know, do there as a business, like as a priority, you know what I mean? And no hate to my metal fan, because I love them and I love that energy that they bring at shows. But when it came to the warehouse, beat production and people that are passionate about it spoke volumes to me, you know, and it just seemed like something that I wanted in my life. And it's crazy how the right people were literally just presented in front of me to be able to move forward with something like this, you know, because my guys in the Love Supreme are beautiful people. Like they all put a lot of passion and heart into throwing these shows every single month. And most importantly, we build a bond that came naturally to all of us for some reason. Like it's really difficult to explain. Like the group chat that we have when we're communicating about the shows or anything that's going on in our personal lives is very open and sincere and really kind-hearted and motivating, you know, and all of us contribute to that. Like, you know, whether it be Low Tech, Splashes, your boy Pax, like all of us, you know, boost each other up to continue pushing forward, you know, in our lives and with this collective that we have in the Love Supreme. So it's a beautiful thing, and I can't imagine my life without it.
Yeah, amazing, man. So like I gotta ask, well, first of all, I want to say thank you to you and your wife for even opening up your environment for this expression of, you know what I mean, for this expression. Now, let me just say that, you know, just expression, man. It's not a lot of people that are willing to take that chance without any like monetary gain and all that type of stuff. But yo, yeah, y'all doing it.
Man. Absolutely, man. Like to me, I mean, you know, I love music so much that I already told myself like a long time ago, you know, I may not make money in this kind of stuff, And that's not important to me. Like that, I have a job. I make my money. You know what I mean? Right. Music is something that's personal and for living, and it's essential. And to find people that are exactly on that plane, it's crazy to connect in this way without the expectations, right? Whether financially or any of that stuff. Like you got that out of the freaking way. Like this is about, person to person, living day to day, and following through with the things that you truly love to do, and that's all it is, that's all it is. And it's beautiful because it's liberating, like once you liberate yourself from like, oh, I gotta make, $500 this month and this, that, like, no, like there's always going to be a way, there's always going to be a way to eat if you're always pushing forward, but when it comes to music and expression, like that's free spirited, man. Like that's a gift that's given to us in this life. And to me personally, I don't like to put a dollar value on that kind of thing,
Priceless, man. Listen, I got to ask this, man. I love Supreme California, man. Who came up with that name, and then like why? Because when I hear about, I love Supreme, like I'm thinking, the famous album that was it Coltrane? Yeah, Coltrane put out, man. So like who came up with that name, and then what thought process went into that name? Yeah.
I love Supreme. Honestly, that's just my favorite album of all time. So shout out to John Coltrane. I feel like it's just an embodiment of everything life. Especially the more I continue to understand that man's work, it's just like it was all about the music and the joy of life, ups and downs, left and right, all that. So it just felt natural as like, that's what I feel within myself and what I'm striving for, as well as like what I feel with everybody around me. It's a very loving energy. Everybody's open to connecting. Everybody's open to sitting there in person. As well as their music is a direct expression of themselves. So it just felt right for it to be a Love Supreme. Especially because I feel like beat music also derives from a lot of jazz, free jazz, wild ass elements. And then recently I found this podcast, and they're talking about how the cellular structure of mankind or human being pretty much is moved in a sporadic motion, just like jazz. So it all fit, bro. Like, the universe do what the universe do, and I'm just here to accept the shit. That's pretty much what it is. So,
that's where Loved Ones comes from too. Sort of correct earlier, like the residents are us. So there's the residents performing, and then the loved ones is the people we have on the lineup. Like that's like our feature acts, the headliners, the people around town that are featured every month. So those are the loved ones are the people that are coming into that into the Love Supreme.
I got you. Yo, man, this is amazing, man. Like when we talking about right now, let me make sure everybody remembers, we talking to a Love Supreme California, man, the super team, Ontario, Canada, California. I said Canada.
Ontario, California. Yeah.
Ontario, California. Completely different directions, but
and honestly, to add on top of what Pax was sitting there saying, that's really the macro of this shit. Like in a cellular structure, like us human beings, us individuals moving like we move, individuality, and sitting there coming together, that's the macro aspect of what we're talking about in a cellular aspect. So it's all Love Supreme, dog. Like it's entendres on top of entendres. Like you either get with it or get lost. And I'm not trying to sit there and and be mean, but lost in the sauce happens when you listen to free jazz. Like
right, yo, man. So I have to ask this, man. Like I know y'all have an event coming up at the time of this recording. Y'all literally have an event coming up within less than 8 hours. for people that may not know what a Love Supreme does, and you know they're learning right now, but what can Patreons, I guess I can say that, man, patrons and people that just want to come having the experience with a Love Supreme California, what are they going to get from this show, man? Because this is y'all's 11th, if I'm correct, right?
Right. Yeah. This will be episode 11. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are they going to get when they come to a Love Supreme California, man? Ontario, Canada. I should shout out the address too, man. Let me go ahead and shout out the address too, man. If I can find it,
man.
Yeah. Ontario, California.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all say
Yeah,
Canada?
we on the west. Hey, we not that far from you. We not that far from you, my G.
People hit me up and they're like, man, you're playing all
Passport
these
up, baby.
international shows in Canada and shit.
I love Supreme.
My bad, y'all. Listen, the address is gonna be in the description of the show, man. Disregard when I say Canada. It's California, Ontario, California, But yeah, man, the United States of something. So what are people gonna get when they come to this show, man?
I'm gonna say beautiful evening, like dope music first and foremost. A dope sound system, like the speakers in there, they got it set up proper. In the audio and visual department as well. Like it's an entertaining show first and foremost. I think we pride ourselves on that.
It's a blank canvas. We have people. You can put up your merch. It's different. Every evening is a little bit different, and sometimes, like the first night we had out, somebody selling tacos and stuff like that. Like we've had people doing all different types of merch and selling stuff, and then sometimes we'll have more people, sometimes we'll have less people, or sometimes like not everyone can make it. That's a part of the thing, but then sometimes we have the visuals going and everybody's working on stuff. Like it's a blank canvas and it can be different things. So we don't want to limit it to just being a beat show. Like one of the acts tonight is Ritual Fade, who does a really experimental, very musical thing with instruments, and she's singing and stuff like that. And so we want to keep it all genre and keep it all inclusive to anything artistic. Really, it's a place for people to express themselves.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off that, just like from an artist perspective, we just allow people to come out and just express themselves freely. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something you always wanted to try. You know what I'm saying? We just allow you to come out and be you and do you. You know what I'm saying? And the shit turn out dope every time, man. We just like to have a variety on, like Pac said, on different lineups. And it's just been a blessing to see all the artists come through. We had people come from out of state, out of country. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to people like Beat Matters and, people like that, So it's been a beautiful time, man.
Yeah, we want people to not just come out. Don't just play your like top stream songs on Spotify. Like do the types of things that you wouldn't feel comfortable playing at like, a show downtown somewhere in some city that, you might want to, let's make sure that the crowd understands this or whatever. It's like, this is the place to play your experimental shit, the stuff that no one's really heard before, the stuff that you're not sure if you want to release or not, because you're not sure if people will get it. And like the crowd that ends up forming at a Love Supreme are people that are open-minded to even come out to that warehouse in the first place. You know what I mean? If that's a filter for people that really want to hear some music and see something cool.
Yo, y'all are reminding me of like the Sun Ra like orchestra, like you know what I mean, like that type of
orchestra, yeah.
Orchestra, yeah, that like that type of vibe, man. Like when y'all perform, like for the listeners that don't know, man, if y'all are in a different part of the world or a different part of the country, man, you go to their Twitch, go to their Instagram, or go to their Twitter, check out the Twitch streams, man. Like what was that, episode 10? I heard some weird experimental shit. I never heard that before, even just on the open aux. That's not even getting to the residents, yo. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I can't, yo. It looks amazing, man.
To us, the open aux is just as is just as important as the lineup that's curated.
That's how we make the lineup too. I mean, a lot of the people that are playing tonight played on open aux first. We didn't reach out to them before that.
Wow, man. Yo, tonight, man. So we got let's talk to the loved ones. We got Mixed Company that's going to perform tonight. Dom Cruz. Dom Cruz is a killer, man. Especially
shout out Dom Cruz.
So pretty much tonight's lineup is pretty much mixed with like producer / MC work. Like K Jungle's a producer and MC. Dom Cruz obviously the producer and MC. Mixed Company is actually a duo. They're an MC producer duo. Tonga's a cold ass instrumentalist from San Diego. We met at the
literally like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, over the break / This Is My Beat. They throw that out in San Diego, and then the Homegirl Ritual Fade is also a producer / like vocalist artist. Like, so this lineup is kind of
cinema person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out to brother West Wave Group. He's the one that introduced her to us, and she's been popping out and showing love. So like, it's only right. So today is kind of like a mixture of both sides of artistry. You know, production as well as emceeing or singing or whatever it may be.
Man, amazing. Yo, this is the way y'all are putting this together, man, it's just like it really is organic, yo. If you really want to like put a label on it, like y'all are just having people come in and just express themselves, man. That's the best way I can put it. But T-Dot, like how are you even like are y'all collectively coming together and say, yo, we looking for, you know, acts for this show that's coming up next month. Let's scour the socials. Let's see who's putting up the weirdest shit ever, you know, creating the weirdest music, visuals, all that type of stuff? Or is it just people hitting y'all up?
I think honestly, all of us kind of go out and do our own thing within meeting people. And like, if we sit there and feel like someone should pop up this month, we'll sit there and present that idea, and then we'll continue to build off that. But for the most part, like, I just have a few folks in mind to create a lineup around, and then like, if I don't have a full thing going, I sit there and ask like, yo, who do y'all think? Do y'all have any names? Do y'all have any ideas? And then we'll just build around all that. Like next month, Brother Pax got some folks coming into California from out of state, so we were able to.
From Florida. OGX Loop used to go by, formerly known as Mondrian Loop, from Florida, runs events at the Donut Lounge, what Elon Brio was talking about last night. Or not Donut Lounge, the Donut Shop. Donut Lounge is in New York, but Donut Shop, Hard Knock Life in Orlando. They're going to be out next month. Man. But yeah, it's all friends. It's all random people. Like, it's not hard to put up the lineup. We don't do a lot of searching. It's people around, a lot of people that put us on stuff, you know, people in the area, like, and also anybody that's coming into town and doing another show in LA. This is another one they can just easily hop onto and come out to Ontario. So if it's an end of a tour for some people, like when Il Flotant came from the UK, this was the end of his US tour. It was like, okay, you want to hop on a date in LA? You know, and in the area. And so he already had an LA date. And it's like, well, if you're already going to be in LA, come an hour out of town to Ontario and do something in the IE. So it's an easy sell.
Exactly. It's another tour stop for individuals that are rocking tours, but at the same time, it's a communal residency for anyone that's looking to play open aux, experience something within within putting themselves out there, because we've all experienced timidness within there and feeling like, yo, is our shit dope enough to present. So it's more so within those means, and like we're just sitting there continuing to expand and add different elements to what we're doing, because we're only a year in, we're babies still.
Mm-hmm.
But we all have a lot more ideas upon how we could expand and further create value within the community as well as ourselves.
Yeah, and a lot of first sets too from people in Riverside County that might not have the time or like want to go all the way out to LA, and they can pull up here and play their first set in a way more welcoming environment than being out in some place never really been at before in Los Angeles.
Right, man. Y'all have had some. Before I get to tonight's lineup, man, for the residents, I gotta like. Y'all done had like acts like OKY, ORC, even Jet Lag, man. Jet Lag, your last set that you did last show, that shit was crazy, yo. Like
it was fire.
That shit, I was like, yo.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Tell me, man, I'm skipping questions, but I mean, I just feel like we going that way, man. Like, yo, for your performances, like what goes into your mind whenever you're putting your set list together and stuff like that, man? Especially for you, Jet Lag, because you're pretty young. So like what goes into that process? Right?
Usually, I'm always trying to craft stuff at the crib on my downtime from school and work. And then whenever I'm over, I live not too far from TeedotEinsof, so I pull up and craft with them often, and then whoever else is around or sends stuff. We bounce around ideas all the time. But for the most part, I try to just curate just different stuff, like as everyone else around me, a different set every time, and I just try to have something fun. Also, I just try to just like show once again, like Pax expressed earlier, like what we're welcoming. We also are showing that as well. We're showing our experimental stuff, our uncomfortable stuff that we might not always, show if we're, playing in an environment where, you have to play your top best, heat rocks. So it's usually just, me playing the most recent stuff I've been crafting and whoever else is, I've crafted with, and then just getting something, starting off with fun, your typical boom bap, and then having a few little random crazy ass like stuff that I've crafted through a lot of packs that he's put on Bandcamp. Shouts out to him, shouts out to Ben Bratton. A lot of the local community has mad packs to key. Everyone be having crazy shit that they're offering for people to just build off of. And a lot of that stuff I put into my set and just try to build and get even more crazy than what they have to offer, what I stumble on through my record collection, because I'm thankful that I've been able to curate a grip of records, and I usually pull from whatever soul, whatever new stuff, some Krongbin or all that fun stuff, electronic stuff, whatever it is, I can try to have for a cool sound that I think folks might like.
Man, you do an amazing job, man. Like I was hip to you, like, was it last year? It might have been the year before on Baby Steps Part 1, and then you came out with Baby Steps Part 2, and I was like, yeah, man, this guy's, man, I'm excited for what you got coming out, man, especially, you know what I mean, like you're not boxed in. None of y'all are actually boxed into a specific sound. I did have a question for, let me make sure, Gldnmnd? Am I saying that right? Gldnmnd, man, I'm new to you, so my audience is gonna be new. Like, what is your sound? Like, if you can describe it.
Well, I think the best way to describe my sound is, man, just like a lot of like experimental type soul type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Definitely with more of a twist with some hip hop in it. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But just more on the. I wouldn't define it in one genre, just definitely like a combination of experimental and soul and hip hop all wrapped up together. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I just try to step out of the box. You know what I'm saying? Every time I sit down and create, I don't think about it too much, but I just go into it and just pull from a feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's just always what it's about, just pulling from a feeling and just kind of building from there. And some things might have minimal layers on it, and some other things might have a lot of layers on it. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I don't personally like craft stuff for people to like rap or sing on. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of create the beats the way that I want to create them. You know what I'm saying? And if it happens to dictate where somebody could rap or sing over it, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm just basically always pulling from a feeling of, you know what I'm saying, what I'm exploring at the time, whether it's like digging through like track lib or something on the internet, or just like trying to create something from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Just always just pulling from a feeling, basically.
Man, so listen, I gotta dive into your discography. I'm gonna be the first one to go to Bandcamp right after this. Right after I get done editing the podcast and stuff like that. But I'm always listening to beats. I'm always looking for like just dope, amazing beat makers and stuff like that. People that are actually taking it serious as well, man. I feel like every single one of y'all take this craft, take this journey serious, man. So my next question then, man, is for I want to say is it Black T-Soft? Oh man, let me get the name right. BlkGod9. There we go. BlkGod9, man. So I got like, first of all, that name is crazy, yo. I already got the name for y'all next beat tape that Jetlag Trav just gave y'all, man. T and God, yo. But anyway, we going that would be dope, yo. But so y'all are like the residents, man. So first of all, when did y'all form this collaboration of, you know what I mean, BlkGod9, and then what are y'all prepared to express to the audience tonight?
Yeah, BlkGod9 was created just because, like, I told T-Dot, like, bro, like, you gotta put some music out. He was like, for real, I was like, yeah, put some music out, bro. And he was like, chilling. And then after that, I was like, we got music already. Like, we got mad music, like, more than that. So I was like, you know what, let's put a project together. So he was like, all right, cool. A couple days after that, he just started creating shit. He was like, create shit like how we first met, like just not giving a fuck, just creating shit. We were Hollywood, we was creating shit. And yeah, kept going. And eventually it got to a point where we had like 20 something songs, and we just broke it down. We broke it down to 7. No, it was 5 at first, then it turned to 7, and then after that it was like 9, 11, and I was like, hold up, man, like how many we gonna have? He said the same thing, and I was like, fuck it, let's just keep going. And we just kept going.
And then I said I had to get one on there, so that's how they there. Like I like Debo my way up in them off. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, bro, come on now, I gotta get one on here.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's say, yeah, he has like one of my favorites.
That happened the last time we were all kicking
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Multiverse Kendrick is yours, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That go crazy, man. Shout out to the joint with Dom too, man. That's actually my favorite joint on the album. You know what I'm saying? Cosmic Catino, what's the name? My fault. Yeah.
Cosmic Cypher, yo. Shout out to Brother Tom Cruise. You gonna catch him in the time. You gonna be rocking that.
Yo,
he wrote that shit in like 2 days.
Man, listen, for everybody that don't know, man, with the album that we're talking about is called Resonance External. It's like a parentheses EXT close parentheses by BlkGod9, right? So go to Bandcamp, man, support that joint. I hope it come out on cassette. But you know what I mean, because y'all a cassette company, you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? But
so, honestly, what Black get in sitting there and say is like, we we've been roommates since 2021. This is inevitable, bro. Like this motherfucker's bedroom's right next to mine. So that's kind of another thing. Is like I didn't want to sit there and hit people with the fact that was evident. Like, yo, me and Black could create anytime, and we create all the fucking time. Like, even if we don't make something every day, we sit there and still one day 4 beats, 5 beats. Like, so it was more so, yeah, like Black was sitting there saying like, yo, we need to drop something. And he was just like, I can't force you, but we got some shit. So we ended up putting that out and doing our best to incorporate the people we care about around us. A part of the project, because that's honestly everything. You know, my project is always filled with everybody I care about. So it's like that was always something I had to sit there and incorporate. So Black was just like, of course. And you know, we ended up doing what we're doing. Trav is always in the session, so you already gonna get a Trav record regardless. And yeah, it was a very beautiful experience. We have like 200 more.
Black Hand Entertainment. Okay, sure. On the end now, here we have our lead and rhythm guitarist, rhythm man renowned Reggie Hargis. On drums, we have Eddie Irons. He's also a very fine bass player.
Yo, man, I know y'all do, man. Listen, I gotta say, because I'm like paying attention to social media, man. I see you, I see BlkGod9 putting stuff together, but then I see your boy Pex, you know what I mean, engineering, you know what I mean, mixing, mastering it, like, yo, something I keep like something major is happening. I knew it was coming, yo. Because when I see y'all together, man, so like, what's that experience like when y'all all come together to create these tracks or these projects, man?
Damn, everybody's muted. So I'll sit there.
Yeah, it's easy.
Go ahead, Pac. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I mean, shit. Gldnmnd, BlkGod, and Oric were over at my place. I got laid off my day job. And then we were drinking for like 4 days and making music. Like when everyone's hanging out, it's no big deal for someone to just be like, okay, drums, and just start doing something, and somebody else start chopping up a sample and just like put something together. There's no pressure behind it. Shit, if it doesn't work out, move on to the next one. And I know everybody that hangs around in LA and is always going around to other people's studios and stuff like that, it's pretty common to just pull up at somebody's place and out here and be cooking something up within a couple minutes and have like a really crazy song that you probably wouldn't have come up with on your own if you didn't have 4 people in the room. A lot of that stuff isn't even out. Like there's some crazy stuff from people around town that are friends of ours that are just constantly, you know, hanging out and putting something together. So like we got like 8 songs or something done last week just with them. And that's every time I've gone out to Menifee and hung out with T-Dot, BlkGod, Travis, that's like 3 or 4 songs right there.
Man.
You know?
Man.
Yeah. It's always a beautiful experience to like Pac was sitting there saying we don't really put pressure on each other to sit there and like focus on music. Like we'll sit there and go grab some food, drink, come back and hit the arcade, sit there and smoke some weed because I'm a weed advocate. I love it. And then come back, make some wild shit, or even just come back, slump out, and then the next day we creating all day. Like we just allow each other to be humans, though. Like, and I think that's the most beautiful aspect. Because at least for me, in my own opinion, like I wake up in my room. I'm a room filled with everything already. So sometimes that's just overwhelming. And I just want to sit there and be able to be parents outside of music. So to be around the homies, the loved ones, and they're just like, yo, just BT. We go out, do our thizzle, and then come back, and it's just like, okay, now I'm teed out. What's up? What are we doing? Like, it allows the chemistry of everything to flow a lot smoother instead of putting bounds and boundaries and expectations upon everything. There's like, outside of music, we all are human, and all of us are experiencing different trials and tribulations that may incline to music, may not incline.
Yeah, our experiences like on this plane, right? And how do I say this? Our individual experiences throughout our journey, like it kind of like feeds into how we create, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like as we live our day in and day out, man. But yo, man, I gotta ask you, because if you look at the Instagram for A Love Supreme California, man, the visuals. I gotta talk. Let's talk about the pictures and the flyers, man. Enlightenment P. That's you, right? Or is that Splashes?
I do the flyers.
Okay.
If you do the flyers, I do most of the photography, and then every once in a while, if I'm not able to make it, we'll have some guys come out and do some photography for us.
Shout out D-Mar.
Yeah, D-Mar's been coming the past couple of times to do some pictures for us.
Listen.
But yeah, go ahead.
Listen, y'all are like, when I'm looking at the visuals, like after the events, man, I'm like, yo, man, y'all should be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's out of this world, man, what y'all are doing. And now that I know, like, y'all don't have like the top notch shit. Y'all actually are just building with what y'all have, man, and think people have donated equipment and stuff like that. Yo, what is going into the way y'all are taking these pictures, the way y'all are lighting the stage up, the way y'all are, you know, putting together the background that the creatives are playing in front of, yo.
So the longer does a lot of the visual stuff in the background. So which helps me a lot doing the pictures. So like we only have like two like LED panels that are like on the set. So like one of them, I studied cinematography. So one of them I just use as a backlight, and then the other one I use as my key light. And because in cinematography there's a lot of shadows, so I try to create a lot of the shadows. Using that backlight and the key light. So I just kind of like use a high ISO with a fast shutter speed lens, and that kind of really allows me to kind of capture the guys in their moments and kind of like try to tell the story of what they're trying to convey, because each artist is doing something completely different. So I'm trying to capture what they're trying to like really present within their music. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yo, you're doing an amazing job with that, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it took a lot of practice, you know. I came from the like iHeartRadio and cannabis industry, so I was doing a lot of that stuff already, and you know, bringing that to a place where, you know, and working with a group of guys who, you know, are very loving and supportive, you know, is a lot more rewarding than working with, you know, big companies who are, you know, just kind of like, paycheck's cool, but you know, it's more loving and rewarding when you're doing it for, you know, a more of a purpose and reason than just, you know, just going out and shooting just because you're gonna get paid for it, you know. So I love more the intimacy that, you know, Love Supreme brings than just you know, hey, you're a dude with the camera, go out and do your thing, you know. So
right, there's no expectations, but people end up getting people get profile pictures out of it and shit like that. Like some people that have never played a set before not only get to play their first open knocks, but then they come back with this crazy picture of them just because Christian's out there, you know, capturing moments that need to be captured. Like no one's expecting anything, and they just get it.
Yeah. It feels like we're creating like trading cards of everybody.
That's what I was gonna say, yo. Like, yo, for real, it is like trading cards, yo. If y'all really wanted to, man, like every guest would get their own, like, you know what I mean, trading card after the fact. Like, it's, man, I'll be coming up with crazy ideas as I'm talking to y'all, but but yo, man. So, I got to talk about this, man. I love Supreme Duck World. What was that experience like, man? Y'all two worlds colliding, you know what I'm saying? Duck World, safe experience. You know what I mean? Kershaw and the Don's gonna be a guest in a couple weeks, man. And yeah, well, Duck World, Kershaw, but she performs there. But Duck World is Duck Girl 808's baby, I think. So what was that experience like, man?
Celebrate Pac, Tech. I wish Tech was there, but he was there in spirit. Galaxies, Aloringer, and Miss Duck, Miss Ruff.
I got you. Yo, man. Amazing experiences, man. Yo, we talking to a Love Supreme California, man. If y'all didn't know, yo, check the description of the show at the bottom, man. Just scroll up, man. There's going to be a link directly to how to get in contact with them, where you can find the show, Ontario, California. Okay, I got that right. Listen, I got to slow my brain down real quick. But yo, man, like, okay, so y'all are a cassette label as well. And y'all had y'all first release is from Low Bias and I Love Supreme California, man. It's an EP cassette available right now on Bandcamp. When you buy that cassette, you support I Love Supreme California, people. So go ahead and support on Bandcamp, man. Can somebody speak to that project and how people can tap into it and kind of what that was about?
Yeah. The cassette label was kind of like an idea I threw around, just in a sense of Low Bias, Brother Low Bias, presenting us with the opportunity to having a tape duplicated. So first and foremost, the alley-oop came from him. He had his own tape cassette label prior, and he ended up becoming very busy within life. So he was just like, is this something they all want to translate into? And I was really into it just because I feel like it presents an opportunity for everybody, not just ourselves, but like people around us to sit there and present more music for the masses and be able to sit there and circulate resources as well as attempting to get into the distribution of tapes ourselves. So we're attempting to sit there and create a platform to help not just the label in the sense of releasing tapes, but also helping people come across tapes, especially because Pac and BlkGod are engineers. They mix. So after we felt like it just went hand in hand with the process. Low Bias is a good dude that I met through Brother Pac, and I'll let Pac further continue to explain that. But I met through him, and he just presented so much opportunity and hospitality to us. So it was an easy transition. But you want to take over, Pac?
Yeah, no, Low Bias is good. He took us. He introduced us to a lot of the San Diego scene. He took us down to fucking Tijuana. It was my first time ever leaving the country. Played down there with Lodo Society, and shout out Ada Records out in Tijuana.
Right.
But yeah, that was kind of that's something that we want to start putting time and effort and money into moving forward, is try to help out people by being a sort of like a white label for cassettes, like where the idea is we'll just have some A Love Supreme blank tapes that people can, have us print something on. We're still putting the pieces together because Low Bias just came through with this idea and brought it to T-Dot. And so we're trying to figure out how we fit into that world, because running a label is hard. That's why he kind of gave us that alley-oop, is because, it's a lot of commitment. So I don't know how dedicated we are to running a digital label, but being somewhere that people can go when they put out a project, they can go get some cassettes printed with us and then just have a little something that they can sell out And so even if they don't do the whole thing that we did for Low Bias, which was the, you know, the laser printed tapes and all, like, it's a beautiful cassette. It's really well done. And that's a credit to him. But we want to be able to have people just come to us. So it's still in the works. And then we've only had that one project out. But yeah, there it is, the Barcada.
Yeah,
audio only, but
we're still working. We're still ironing out the details. It was an idea that I feel like I wanted to expand upon. I'm not trying to put pressure upon anybody because all of us have our own individual lives going on, and that's kind of like what I enjoy about A Love Supreme. It's like we present passion projects, and it's just like whoever could pick up on it, we all contribute. But I feel like it's something that is, how can I say, sustainable because all of us could benefit from this, whether it's A Love Supreme tribe or the individuals that we feel like, okay, y'all need cassettes, here we are, we got some cassettes for y'all on the low. Or we could even sit there and get the artwork done, get all the back work done and sit there and release it for y'all under our own shit as well. So I feel like it's a win-win situation for everybody. And it's something we're still ironing out so we can make sure everything benefits everything outside of it.
Yo, what comes to mind when I'm hearing y'all speak about, you know, Love Supreme California, man? This is, and it's even in your description on Twitter, man. It's a for real DIY, man. Y'all are like, y'all took the middleman, y'all pushed him, kicked him the fuck out of here. Say, yo, we just gonna do everything ourselves, man. Y'all are literally doing every single thing yourselves, man. So last 3 questions for y'all because I know y'all gotta get ready for y'all sets and stuff like that. How can people support A Love Supreme California, man, and really put the money where their mouth is to help get y'all and grow y'all, man?
Go to our band camps, man. Support people when they pull up to the city and perform. Share your stuff on socials. Grab a shirt, you know. Book Christian to shoot your video. You know what I mean? Book packs to mix something for you to master your project. Have Splash design the flyer or the cover art for you. You know what I mean? Trav got you on the bass. Yeah.
Yeah, the band camp
just help. Like,
yeah.
I feel people do enough as is. You know, it's all a blessing, especially in these days and times. Anything I feel like we get from this is a blessing. I don't take for granted. I know we don't take for granted. So I just want to say thank you first and foremost. Like to you yourself, man. You subscribe to my Bandcamp, like, you know what I mean. One of the, like, I never imagined that coming from like a little bedroom in Ohio to where I'm at now. Like, thank you.
Yeah, it's my honor, man. Listen, if all y'all had subscribers, man, I wouldn't be giving no money to the DSPs. I'll be giving the money directly to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, every single one of y'all, man. That's how I feel, man. Like, DSPs, they making millions and giving y'all pennies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck that, man. But BlkGod, you got something to say? I know you got the mic right now.
Yeah, we support. That's good. Same way as artists, individuals, people, everybody wants love reciprocated. As artists, because love reciprocated. So you come in and it's like a joke and you got people with you, the whole field and whatever. You accept it. So that's you show up before you
Got you, man. He said support, man. Yo, a lot of artists, from what I heard, but he said, yo, support, man. Just support every single one of these artists, man, that's involved in the project. Yo, man, this is like, I feel like this is a passion project, but it may be tedious, but y'all love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a love project. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, T-Dot.
Nah, and that support is not just to us, yo. Like, to everybody. Yo, everybody, support everybody, yo. Like, don't be afraid to support folks. Be genuine. Be yourself.
Support the homie. First and foremost.
Organic beat sessions. You got, Beats and Burgers. You got, like, Dummy Spots, Beat Cinema. Yeah, like, once again, like, you got stupid stuff popping out like all the time. Once again, I'll reiterate, you got Beats and Burgers, you got Organic Beat Session going, so JDC Records.
I've seen the same people all the time.
Like Flip Beat Club, there's dumb shit popping out. You don't half the time you don't even gotta be there in person to contribute. You can be at home on Zoom to just tap in, show up. No one's asking much. No one even necessarily asking how to do nothing. But if y'all care to do anything, just tap in, hit someone up, say, yo, I fuck with your shit. Like, how are you doing today? Let me get to know you as an individual outside of this, just support, do whatever. We humans, we the same way. We fans too of everyone around us. Just support all these dope cats. We have those dope cats around us lately. This is beautiful.
Right. Yeah. Just be yourself. Pop out. Show up. Whatever that means to you. Just make sure it's genuine. It's not for no weirdo shit.
Right. Got you, yo.
That part. Got you. Say it louder for them in the back.
Yeah, say that again, yo.
Hey, where's the reverb? No.
Put some delay on the motherfucker.
Yo, man, listen. So, man, it was one more question because I know y'all performed like, I think y'all.
Good. We don't live that far from the venue. We saw it.
Yeah, man. I think y'all performed for like Beat Cinema. Y'all pulled up to Beat Cinema. Did y'all do anything with Philly Beat Club? I think y'all might have. Man.
It was a triple crossover. I Love Supreme, Beat Cinema, and Organic Beat Sessions, which is the same people that do the LA Flip Beat Clubs, mostly around Matty J and Taki. Even though Taki couldn't make it out, he was in DC, which was awesome.
Shout out to Matty, Taki, Press, Who Knows, that's Lockhart. They were holding it down that evening, for Organic Beat Session. It was pretty much shout out to Wave Crew. That wasn't actually an alley, so it was originally supposed to be Organic Beat Session to Love Supreme, but then Wave, being friends with us all, was just like, hold on, let me get a part of this. He orchestrated a beautiful show that ended up happening on his birthday. So happy belated birthday to brother Wave Crew as well. Shout out to Wave. And it was a beautiful event. It was Organic Beat Sessions, Love Supreme, Beat Cinema, and it had two people from Beat Cinema, Kobe and Wave. Had Ben Brand. Shout out to brother Ben.
Shout out Ben, yeah.
Ben's the man. Who Knows, Les Lockhart, and Maddie from Organic Beat Sessions, and then Travis, Gldnmnd, and then Pac for Love Supreme. And it was a beautiful, and then more Bender and Play-Doh on the visuals. So they were killing that shit, yo. It was an all around beautiful contribution from everybody.
Yo, man, like y'all are doing some amazing stuff. It seems like every month y'all are doing like 3 different shows, even though A Love Supreme is, I think, one time a month, right? So one time a month, but then y'all always like travel to do something like do beat sets somewhere else and stuff like that, man. Can we, when I say we, I mean us as fans and supporters, can we expect a Love Supreme collaboration project? Or is it collaboration? What's the one where you like
compilation?
Yeah, compilation project.
100%. We just haven't done it yet, but that's been on the table since the beginning. That's been like, because we have the Bandcamp up too. That's all that goes when you buy the shirts from Bandcamp or the tape. That goes straight to the PayPal, which is like none of us, but just the Love Supreme entity, and that money's going back into the production. So when we put out that compilation, that's the Bandcamp, and that's the way to support the whole thing.
We gonna give you some insight, because I was just kicking it with brother Frank the other day. I love you, Frank.
You too, brother.
We were talking about sitting there and actually for a weekend, all like kind of sleeping over at the warehouse and setting up shop and really like creating and putting together a piece to present such a project for everyone, because at the end of the day, it's something like Pax was sitting there saying, it was something that's been present since we all came together. And I feel like us being a year into what has been transpiring, it kind of makes sense. So yeah, it's gonna come, and it's gonna be a fire ass session too, because if we could sit there and get all of us in a warehouse sleeping over a tent, brew, weed, food. Like, it's gonna be bugged the fuck out, especially with different NPCs, SPs, koalas all around, like plugging into everything. Bro, who knows who knows what's gonna go down? Pat is a fucking scientist, bro. Like, when it comes to chaining everything together and working on hardware, your boy Pac is a fucking scientist.
Your boy genius.
Yeah, and Frank too. Frank got a wild ass setup at the crib. Like, he get real comfortable with hardware, so like it's gonna be nuts.
It would be a sin not to do it. You know what I mean? Like, we've been talking about it for so long, and it's like, you know, everybody in this group is so fucking dope, man. And I look up to these guys, and I get inspired every single time I see one of their sets, and it's amazing. It pushes me, you know, personally, and to have the honor to be able to be friends with and brothers with these guys, and them being so talented. It's only natural that it has to happen, you know, and it'll come. And that's the thing about, you know, this collective, is that nothing's pressurized, nothing's planned out necessarily. Like, you know, we're all like-minded, and when we all see the same direction, and we just go with it, you know. So musically, I can see that being a very beautiful thing when it happens.
Yo, man, y'all getting insight to, yo, that might be, I mean, what's Xavier's school of mutants or whatever that is? Like, that's that. That's that. Yo, that's that will be the atmosphere, man. Like, so much dope shit happening, man.
Shit.
Man, listen. Okay, so I gotta ask this, man, before as we round this out, man. I Love Supreme California happening tonight at the time of this interview. Saturday in Ontario, California, right? And this is a DIY residency cassette label for everybody that's gonna tap into this, man, and listen back to this. Every single one of y'all can go through and just let them know, like, hey, such and such, here's what I got coming out for, you know, soon or the rest of 2023. And then your socials as well. All right, we'll start with Jetlag Trav real quick, man.
Peace. Yeah, so I'm currently working on finishing up Baby Steps 3. That's probably going to be dropping soon, probably next few months. I might, you know, keep the ears peeled. And I'm also working on some stuff with you know, my guy to the left of me, young Jet Black, black guy. We're working on some shit called Jet Black. That's just going to be crazy.
That's a fire name.
Yeah, what? Then we got Water Wind. You know, anytime me, God, and T link up, it's Water, Wind, Fire, and you know it continues to add on whenever any of us like link up with, you know, Tech, whoever else. Like, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. So expect, you know, some Jet Black dropping soon. Baby Steps 3 gonna be dropping, and then just single Lil Lucy's, you know, with me, just adding some production, some drums or some bass to whatever through whoever else's stuff sprinkled here and there. But yeah, that's what you got. Once again, I'm Jetbag Trav, yo, Travis. Yeah, resident for Love Supreme, yo, out here in California. But yeah, that's my thing.
Oh man, let's go to Zilente. I think that is Zilente. Yeah, there you go.
What I'm working on, man, honestly, man, I'm just working. You know what I'm saying? I ain't necessarily working on anything in particular. I'm just trying to perfect the craft as much as possible, bro. And, you know, I be crafting with my guys all the time. So I want to drop a couple little loose singles for the summertime. I always like to put some shit out for the summertime just to have some, you know what I'm saying, some good vibes out. But as far as projects personally coming from me right now, I'm just trying to perfect the craft, and we'll just see what happens next, you know what I'm saying, at this point.
Splashiest.
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm gonna be working on well, I'm currently working on me and Dom Cruz got a tape that we're working on. I'm producing that. I got another tape that's done with a local producer. I'm from Rhode Island. I'm like nowhere near the rest of y'all, but I got a tape with a local producer. It's like a flip tape. Just threw some acapellas on some beats. That shit's done. Waiting to drop that. I got to do the artwork for that. me and Thank You are working on a tape. When I was in Arizona, we were making some beats over there. What else I got going on? Yeah, fine tuning the visual side of things with the cover arts and whatnot. I'm also starting to get into like video editing as well. So that's another thing I'm trying to experiment with a little bit. So yeah. Oh, and I got like mad beat tapes on standby. I just gotta figure out which one I'm gonna drop first.
Yeah, let us know when you drop that too, yo.
Appreciate that, man. I will.
We at the Rec Show podcast. When I say we, I do mean me, because I'm literally a one-man band, yo. But yo, I'm always keeping my ear to the streets, man. So anything I can do to help y'all, man. I'm always, it's easy. Like you ain't gotta say a lot. Just set me up with a DM. Boom, I got the rest, yo.
I appreciate that.
How can people tap into you, Splashiest?
Yeah, you could find me on Instagram __splashes __, and then I got a link tree that's got like all my stuff on there. None of my social media, it's all splashes, but like it's different. Like some is just like an @splashes, some is like _. So it's better to just like go on the link tree and just pick whatever.
Got you. Y'all heard him. All right, yo. Enlightenment Picks. What you got coming out this year, and then how can people tap into what you got going on, man?
So I got a couple. I'm working with some guys doing some videos. So I got one I'm working on with Nafet, Burn Giraffe, and Layla Rhodes. So I'm excited for those. Going to cook some music videos, some live music coming out, and then we're also trying to do some go out and create some live music videos with some producers and stuff, starting with the residents. So we're trying to get that going, and y'all can tap into with me over at Enlightenment Picks on Instagram, YouTube, all that fun stuff. And don't be afraid to hit me up if y'all need any photography or videos or filmmaking or whatever.
Got you, yo. Got you, yo. Thank you. The human, I don't even know what to call you, bro. Your output is crazy, man. Yo, what you got going on? How can people tap in to you and what you got going on, man?
Oh man. I'm like finally into the phase of stuff where I'm comfortable. Like for a lot of times I was releasing stuff and I was like questioning myself, like, is this dope or not? This shit I got coming out now, like I can fully stamp it. Like I know what I'm doing now. Like very blessed to work with people on this chat, in this call. We got projects coming out, music done. But yeah, I got some shit coming, man. Like people are gonna, Ohio, man. That's all I can say. Like
Ohio,
big Ohio shit.
Yo.
Taking it back to the crib, man. Like,
yo, man. So, okay, how can what's your socials? How can people?
The socials is all the same. Just add thank you, THXK_U. You can add me on there. I'm trying to get better and trying to get more professional at this and be more engaged and like sociable and interact with people. You know what I mean? Come out my shell. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing me, man. Like, yeah, we got some shit coming, man. I love Supreme. Like, where that stamp is gonna be on a lot of shit in the future.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, man. Listen, y'all go ahead, like your cover work that you're doing on your cover art for your albums that you release.
That's all credit the Splashes.
You release an album every day of the week, dog. Like I don't know. Every time I wake up, there's a new
Friday.
one. I'm like, oh shit, son. Yo.
Yeah, we got 2 this week coming up. So
man.
Tuesday and Friday. Word.
Splashes, man. You doing your thing, bruh. Damn.
No, he makes those cover arts himself, man. I don't, you know what I mean? I guess I just, you know what I'm saying?
He showed me how, like, the program, and
that's all him with his cover arts, bro.
Man, yo, skills, man. One day y'all gotta show me, dog. Cause my game is a little sucky right now. But
it's mad simple, brother.
Yeah. It's like chopping a sample for a beat, bro. You just find stuff to chop up. It's put it together.
Yo, man, I'm gonna take y'all up on that, man. But yo, BurntheTopiary. What do you have? What do you have going on in the rest of 2023? How can people tap into you? You know what I mean? Support what's going on at A Love Supreme and all that, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, like beat wise, the last couple of releases I have up on Bandcamp, and you can look it up under BurntheTopiary. And one's called Phytocallus. It was just a collection of beats that I just wanted to put out there, just a move forward type of thing, all made on an SP. And then prior to that, I had a release called Indignation, which actually Splashes did the cover art for, and he was kind enough to do that for me. And that's more along the lines of like me experimenting with a drum brute impact. And just kind of going wild with no expectations to it. So it's kind of weird, but it was a lot of fun, So I got that going on. And then obviously Love Supreme, like we speak about this regularly throughout every single month. Thank you very much. Yeah, there it is. That artwork, man, I wanna blow it up and frame it and put it in my garage. You know what I mean? Because it's so fucking sick, dude. Dude, it was crazy because like when we were talking about it, I didn't want him to have like any like rules to anything, but I simply just kind of explained the name of BurntheTopiary, and he just ran with it and came back with something amazing. So I want to thank you, man. Thank you so much for that.
I appreciate that. It was actually crazy because I used an image that I actually took myself for the cover art. I went to a topiary and took an image of it, and then I just edited it and put it on fire. So
that's so sick.
Wow. I mean, it was fake. I went to the topiary before he even mentioned it to me. So it was crazy. I was like, I already had this shit like standby.
Badass, dude.
Yo, amazing, man. Yo, how can people tap into you, BurntheTopiary?
Yeah, for sure. So I got the Bandcamp under BurntheTopiary. I'm on Instagram, and I love to engage with people, man. I don't, if you love music and stuff like that, it's even easier for me. And if you don't like music, hit me up anyway. Need somebody to talk and shit, because it's really fun, to have met so many really cool people, from other states that, I consider myself a fan of, and then for them to be able to engage with them and stuff like that, and kind of, dig into their minds of why they love music is a pleasure to me. So I'm on Instagram, and then I got a YouTube. I don't upload it, like videos on it regularly, but I plan to, I'm still trying to work on my craft and find the sound and directions that I want to try to go into. And, with life and stuff like that, it takes a little bit of time for me. So, but I'm always pushing forward and got it in mind, and I'm excited for it.
Got you, man. Yo, your boy Pax, what you got coming out? I know you a busy man, yo. So yeah, what you got going out? How can people tap into what you got going on, man?
So I got releases just in the chamber ready to go, but I'm trying to, rest a little bit on Please Let Me In Your Cult, the tape that I just released with Schematic Records out of Miami. Do some research, man. This record labels have been around for 20 plus years, and they're amazing. They put together a great tape. Gldnmnd's got it. It's all over the country too, in record stores. It's in Boone, North Carolina. It's in Indianapolis. It's in Specs Records in Portland. Tobiera Records in Japan. I just put it out in JDC in LA, down in San Pedro, and then in Pasadena. It's in Poobah Records as of last night. And, Poobah Records, shout out to them. They already knew about Schematic, the guy that owns the place from 2005, the last time they did stuff with him. So everyone's been supportive and grabbing the tape. So you can get that from me, and then I got other stuff coming, but I'm trying to sling this tape a little bit. You can hit me up for it. I'll ship it out. It's on Bandcamp. It's on schematicmusiccompany.bandcamp.com as well, if you want to get it from them. And then it might be on different like internet stores for records and tapes. So I think it's in some place in Montana that'll ship out. So definitely check that out. Please Let Me In Your Cult, the latest tape from your boy Pax. And I got other shit too. I got plugins out. I got the Pax Delay too. It's a VST plugin that's $5. I got sample packs. I just did another $2 one. It's 100 sounds. That's on my Bandcamp, Texture Hop Volume 8. So yeah, a bunch of different ways to give me a couple bucks.
Hey, why? Okay, so can we talk real quick about the texture pack, right?
Uh-huh.
Which I, I'm learning to put more textures in my beats and stuff like that. But why should people come in and grab that texture pack from your boy Pax? Right?
Good question, because when you just go and look for a damn sample pack on Reddit or something like that, you're going to get some cool snares and some cool kicks and some cool hats, but you already have a whole library of that. And so my whole point was there is a couple really just nice snares that it's just the sound design's good on, and a couple kicks, but it's a lot of in-between sounds, a lot of textures, a lot of perks. Foley, I try not to just do raw Foley because people do that too, but I'm really doing spectral processing, really tight fades and stuff like that, and trying to give you something that is outside the box, a sound that you might not get somewhere else. There's no replica of these sounds because there's stuff that I'm going out in the world and making. So Texture Hop Volume 1 through 8, and Tatsumaki is a big supporter of Volume 1 and shit like that. He goes back to what Trav was talking about earlier. Everyone that knows me, they're only $1 or $2. So there's no excuse not to just, grab it from Bandcamp and dig into it. But it's a way for anybody to dive into the experimental and start putting different things in their drum layers and create something really unique.
Amazing.
Facts. Me, BlkGod, and Trav co-signed the fuck out of Facts. We use them all the time. Shout out to Lazy.
What?
I got like tapes with those.
Yo, man. So I got I don't know what that was. It said shout out to something.
I said, yo, shout out to the lasers. It's laser sound.
Laser Pax.
Shout out to the lasers. Yo, man. Yo, your boy Pax. So everything at your boy Pax?
Yeah, at your boy Pax, yourboypax.com, YABOYPAX.
Gosh,
that's me.
Yo. So we got two of the crazy team, right? Gldnmnd, man. Let me talk to y'all separately. Let's talk to BlkGod9 real quick, and then we'll get to you, T-Dot.
Can you hear me now? All right. Okay. All right. So all right. Cool. All right. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on. I got some designs that I got some splashes that I'm working on for like merch for Love Supreme. I got an album that I'm working on. It's called Venus Sunrise. It's gonna be crazy. I'm taking the concept of Sunrise and just incorporating my own experience into it. I have a lot of air energy, Venus energy, so I'm just putting it together just to create something experimental, something crazy. Yeah, I got a lot of different things I'm working on. I ain't told nobody about this, but I got a sample pack that's coming out. Producer's best friend. And I'm gonna make sure that it's chopped up and all that stuff so we can get to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's it. I'm working with Christian on some videos. Yeah, always with these two making stuff. That Jet Black is crazy. Y'all not ready at all. Like literally, bro. It's gonna be something. But yeah, it's working constantly.
Can we get a release date? Like, is this a premiere?
It's Sunrise gonna be a summer album. It is most definitely hot in the sun. It's sweaty, flies all around. It's musty. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of them albums where it's like hot. So you pick a date, and it'll be right there. You know? Yeah, for real, because it's intense. It's hot. Literally. So you ready for that?
Yo. All right, bet. So, okay, how can people tap into you, BlkGod9, man?
On Twitter, ODB, DGA, RGA, ODB RZA. On Instagram, BlkGod9. My Bandcamp, BlkGod9.bandcamp.com. I'm working on a website too, so that's gonna be coming soon. Yeah, hit me up anytime.
Got you. Yo, shout out to them fucking flies, man. Yo, fuck. Stupid fucking flies. Yo. Yo, man. Yo, so T-Dot, man, what's up? Last but not least, my guy, yo, T-Dot, what you got going for, you know what I mean, the rest of 2023? Damn, we already in summertime already, bro. Damn, yo.
Damn, we halfway through. Fuck. Honestly, probably get another BlkGod9 Volume 2 Resonance. I'm working on an album with the homie Cousin Ahmad called Son of a Glitch. I got some shit with the homie Wig Flipper. Me, Black God, and Thank You got some shit with the homie Ocean Aquanaut. There's a lot, honestly, there's a lot of joints, yo. There's a lot of joints. I got my hands on a lot of things, yo. The Love Supreme compilation. Creating my own piece. I know I dropped 2 pieces in 2021. We in 2023, so I gotta drop something. I gotta drop something my damn too. So I'm working upon that. I'm working on a lot of stuff with a lot of the homies, and the MCs. Black God, me, and Roberto got some shit going on. Got some shit with the homie out in Tanzania, Mookie. I got some shit with the homie out in Tanzania, Kelvin the Catalyst. I gotta send some shit to the homie Jay Manop in New York, Johnny in New York. Like, I got a lot of albums I gotta finish.
Yo, yeah, man. How can people tap into, you know what I mean, what you got going on, T-Dot? And the Love Supreme too.
Yeah, first, hit up a Love Supreme first. Honestly, bother them. No, I'm just playing. A Love Supreme on Instagram and a Love Supreme on Twitter is ALOVESUPREMECA, Love Supreme California. And for myself, if y'all feel like contacting and talking, it's TeedotEinsof. That's on Instagram and Twitter. My Bandcamp's the same thing, TeedotEinsof.bandcamp.com. I'm looking to present a lot more shit on the DSPs, even though I don't like streaming. You know, fuck them, but we gotta do it. And then pressing up more merchandise, yo. Like, honestly, that's what it is. I want my music to stand past the internet and the digital age. So we going physical.
Let me see if y'all get pins. If y'all get pins, I collect pins too, man. I put them on my hat, so wherever I perform, like, people see them, people compliment, yo.
Okay, we doing the pins. Yeah, hey, shout out to brother Gldnmnd, alley-oop, and the Love Supreme pins. Y'all hear that?
Word. Yo, man. Listen, man.
And the trading cards too, shit.
And trading cards. And trading cards too, bro. You gotta catch them all.
Just thank you for the time and the space. Like, from day one, on Twitter, one of the first people I met on Twitter, always been supportive. You didn't know me from anywhere, you know what I mean? But you always use your platform to highlight everybody that's in this chat now, you know what I mean? And then some. So thank you. There's not a lot of people out there, I feel like, that are doing that, and I feel like you're getting a lot of people at the beginning of their careers, and hopefully people can keep with it and progress, because there's so much talent out here that so hopefully it'd be dope, like, in the future to be able to look back and see everybody's like journey and progression in this.
Listen, it's my honor, man, for y'all that just a sneak peek into my mindset as I was starting this whole thing. So I'm in Japan, you know what I mean? I'm listening to all of y'all's projects and stuff like that, and I'm like, how can I like capture what they were like, the history of them, capture them so that it can live forever type of thing, you know what I mean? Because people can put out music, listen to it for a week, and then they move on to the next shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm trying to like make sure, like, if for lack of a better term, like I'm trying to be the sway of beat culture, you know, if that makes sense. But because
that's important though, brother.
Exactly, because anytime you think of sway in the morning, like, you know, like dope acts came through there, man, come through, dope performances, they come back, return again, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So You know, when I'm making contact with y'all, man, first of all, it's a shot in the dark. Now, I don't even know if y'all gonna say, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yo, I don't even know you type of thing. I get that sometimes, but you know what I mean? That's the price. But yo, whatever I could do, man, for beat culture, because I love beat culture. I love music. I appreciate what y'all do, what y'all put into it. You know what I mean? I'm not too far from a novice anyway, you know what I mean? So from a novice in beat making. So when I listen to y'all music, it's all inspiration, dog.
You were wildin'. Your music cold as that. Don't hit us with that. We're not gonna make that one, bro. Nah.
Listen, bro, listen. I'll be listening to y'all projects. I'm like, well, let me scrap this project. Yo, let me start all over. You know what I mean? So
that's how these guys make me feel too, man.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, man. Yeah, but I get inspiration when I listen to y'all. Like majority of the time when I listen to y'all music, man, I'm at work and I can like literally zone in and listen to every single aspect, like even the textures, you know what I mean, the little things that y'all put in y'all music. Like I can hear, you know, the drum patterns, like how y'all layering. Like I can hear all of that type of stuff, man. So I just appreciate what y'all do, what y'all put into y'all music, man. And then sharing it. Y'all brave enough to share the music, man. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that got music on their hard drives and ain't giving it up. It's just, I don't know, it's a disservice to God if you really think about it, you know what I mean? For not even getting out there and just see if you get better, see what sticks, see who likes what and all that type. But I'm going on a tangent, man. But listen, I love Supreme. You know what I mean? Yo, we chopped it up with the Love Supreme. Go ahead, T-Dot. What's up?
Yo, let us drop you a drop, bro. Everybody should drop you a drop. Like, yo, this, you know what I'm saying? This is Whoopie Woo. When you now tuned into
on some Disney Channel. On some Disney Channel shit.
Yo, man. Y'all bugging. Yo. Listen, yo, man. I love Supreme, man. I love Supreme California, man. It was an honor to chop it up with every single one of y'all, man. I appreciate this team, DIY, man. Let me make sure I say the names right. Ontario, California, residency and cassette label, BurntheTopiary, your boy Pax, Gldnmnd, Jetlag Trav, BlkGod9, Thank You, Splashius, Enlightenment P, and TeedotEinsof, man. Yo, it was an honor to chop it up with y'all. And let me add one more. BlkGod9. Yo, let me add that to the list, yo. You know what I mean? But yo, I appreciate y'all time, man. Yo, I'm gonna be, if y'all Twitch, actually I'm gonna put the Twitch link as well inside of the description of the show. Are y'all twitching today?
Yeah.
Yeah, bet. So I'm gonna be
I'm doing later.
I'm gonna tap into the Twitch, man, before I gotta go to work tomorrow morning. But yeah, man, I'm definitely tapped in, man. I am a supporter, as you can see. I'm gonna keep supporting, man. It ain't just a one-time thing with me. Keep doing y'all thing, man. Keep building as a team, as a collective, man. I'm here for y'all. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all, man.
Yo,
love y'all, buddy.
Thanks for having us, bro. Thanks for having us.
Safe travels, man, to and from the show tonight, everybody. Love y'all, man. Love y'all, man.
perform like that. I like to get crazy. I like to, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Those funk arraignments from the new,
I got a lot of love for him because, you know what I'm saying, he's just crazy and he's just at a level of just reaching for the farthest level that you can take it.
Black Hand Entertainment.
Okay, sure. On the end now, here we have our lead and rhythm guitarist, rhythm man renowned Reggie Hargis. On drums, we have Eddie Irons. He's also a very fine bass player.
Yo, hope y'all had a wonderful time. Yo, shout out to Lights for coming on and rap.